Na, is vagyok. Fogalmam is valahogy hol tartottam. Fogcímada tutaja elkészült. Valakinek kell, hogy legyen egy zéje. Térképe. Nekinek.
Do you have any kind of map of the archipelago?
We haven't had one of those for a long time.
Bummer. I have to figure out some other way to navigate the islands.
Oh, we have a tourist app developed in collaboration with Unter for that. I could install it on your Pi phone for you if you want.
That would be great.
I don't want those fingers touching me.
It's all wireless.
That's better. I'm ready to receive.
Did it work?
App installed.
Cool.
Hey man, seeing as you're here, some woman left a message for you.
Really?
She's waiting for you up in her room.
Great, but who?
She said her name was Faith.
What? Faith is here. I knew it.
Don't you think it's weird that she suddenly just shows up now?
Doesn't matter. As long as she's here. I'm going to her room right now.
Nem én irányítom. Egy magától.
What? Hey, is the lamp broken?
No, but I've been waiting for you, Larry.
I love these kinds of surprises. This has gotta be the best night of my life.
Put on these handcuffs, Laugher.
Sure thing, baby. Wait a minute. Somehow you sound different, Faith.
Don't play dumb.
I'm not playing dumb. It's just the way I am. I guess I'll just be going now.
Hoppá.
Why are you still dressed?
Never mind. I will peel the skin from your body.
I get it. You just want to eat me all up.
You obviously know no fear.
Of course, I could be afraid if that's what you're into, but I somehow have the feeling that you've been stalking me. It's perfectly normal that you feel attracted to me. Just exactly how frightened do you want me to be? Something like this? I'm so afraid.
Quiet! What country do you work for?
Gábor? Hát ez nem follow.
I've never worked in the country before.
So, you're a mercenary.
Because I'm quick on the trigger? You don't have to pay me for this if that's what you mean.
I have been watching you. I know your abilities. And now I will find out your secrets.
Then just ask. Should I keep being afraid? Oh.
Quiet! Where is Faith?
Oh, you know each other?
I know she was the boss of Prune, and that someone is very interested in her.
That's pretty understandable.
You're throwing smoke again. I have acquired torture certifications in 5 countries. I took first place in the ear-shredding competition more than once, and no one has ever survived my secret weapon.
So, what is your secret weapon?
My dreaded... Wait! I'm not telling you that.
Too bad.
You're making me so confused. Which group do you belong to?
I wonder how Lemma's doing these days.
Don't play dumb. I've already exposed your cover, Agent Laugher. I have never experienced such resilience. He should be trembling in fear. What did you do with Faith's Pi phone?
It was beyond salvation.
He destroyed it in cold blood. Why aren't you carrying a weapon?
All I need is my brain.
Stop! I'm going to get out the fondue forks in a minute.
I love fondue.
Quiet! I have to think.
Pi, do you have any idea what this is all about?
Yes, but as usual, you wouldn't understand.
He shows absolutely no signs of fear. He would probably survive any kind of torture. He totally confuses me.
Could you speak a little louder? I can hardly hear you.
Enough is enough, Larry Laffer. Why aren't you afraid? You are tied to a bed and in an utterly hopeless situation.
Well, you could untie me and we could have a lot of fun together.
I just can't believe it. You don't even know the meaning of fear. I like that in a man.
And I like women who aren't afraid of me.
I can imagine. On all my missions, never have I met such a perfect agent. What is your secret? I'll have to get very close to you to find out.
There's plenty of room on the bed.
Hoppá.
Baby, that
Ez
was...
durvább, mint az előző játék amúgy.
The best sex since Bobby.
What a man of mystery you are, Larry.
Oh, not at all. You are much more mysterious, Yanmai.
I only have one secret, Larry.
And?
Between my training and the new gene therapy, I am not only a deadly weapon, but almost immortal. There is only one thing that can kill me.
A righteous man's love.
No. A KGB helicopter. That's what my shaman in North Korea foretold. That's why I hunted down and destroyed every KGB helicopter in the world.
That's a very strange piece of information, but my instincts tell me I should remember that.
Larry, are you done now? Didn't you have other plans?
So I think I have some business to attend to. Well, see each other later, I guess.
Nem tetszett, Ogra?
We will. Damn. Did I really tell him my secret?
Larry,
Yes?
do you plan on sleeping with every woman you come across?
Hey, this is a whole new experience for me. Normally, nothing like this ever happens to me.
It might be time for you to start learning to pull yourself together.
But I have my first stalker. Not everyone can say that, even if she's a little strange.
She is strange.
Ez a rádió eddig sok.
Pi, can we go?
We can navigate now. I don't see why not. All common sense aside.
Common sense is totally overrated. Finally, I have my raft back. Now I can find out if Faith is still alive. But do I have anything to help me pass the...
Just get aboard and set sail, damn it.
All right, all right.
Headquarters.
Yes? Did you torture Larry? How many toes does he have left? Send me a couple. I forgot to put my toe collection back in the freezer a while back. Then I had to throw them all away. When I love toes so much, even when they're still attached to feet.
Jót érez a
I
főnök, úgy érzem.
haven't found out much yet. He's on his way to the neighboring island now, and I'll see what he finds there.
Why is he still alive?
There's something about him. We need to find out more. Start a background check in New Lost Wages. He must have been there and left a trail.
All right, I'll take care of it.
And, I may have told him a little too much about myself.
What? Does he have better interrogation techniques than you do? Maybe I should hire him to find Faith.
No, I have everything under control.
I want to see some results. And toes!
Let me put it this way. It's inhabited, at least.
Be careful. That really doesn't look very inviting.
Come on, what could happen to us here? I think it looks pretty cozy.
I have a really bad feeling here.
Oh, hello. I'm Larry. Larry Laffer?
It's, a man! Grab him!
Hey, not so fast. Ow! Pie, do something!
I'm in your pocket, damn it. What the hell am I supposed to do?
They've taken Larry to a hut. What kind of women are those? They look dangerous. I'd better stay hidden.
You're a little rough. Well, not that I'm complaining, but it all depends on the situation. Even more so in the 21st century than it used to be.
The sensitivity training is finally having an impact.
Damn.
Quiet! I have to think.
Hoppá.
Wait a minute. I know that voice.
You don't know me. Be happy. Your death will not be in vain. It will be of great benefit to us, man.
Hoppá, megtaláltuk.
Faith, you're alive!
Faith. That's what that glowing box called me too. Maybe that used to be my name. But that's my past.
But, Faith!
Don't call me that. Here I am known as the Queen.
Of course you're a queen, Faith.
It's a good thing that you're submissive to me.
What is this place?
This is our island. No man has ever set foot on it.
Well...
No man has ever left it. Our tribe lives here, secluded from the rest of the world. We live the way we want to live. Admittedly, the organization could still do with some work, but I'm on it. I also see room for improvement as far as monitoring the bay is concerned, Miwi.
That was a misunderstanding on that thingy.
That thingy is a scrum board, and it can only help if we all use it.
Can't we just talk it over?
Miwi, we have to keep up with the times. We can be much more efficient with a modern organizational structure. So, cancel my appointments for today. I have to deal with the intruder.
You have no appointments, my queen.
How did you end up here?
I've always been here.
No, you weren't. No, you weren't. You're Faithless, the boss, former boss of Prune Incorporated, and the future Mrs. Laffer. You can even have one of those modern double names, Faith Lafferless. Although now that I've heard it...
Quiet! I am the queen here. You will obey me. It doesn't matter how I got here. I'm here now. And so are you. But not for long.
Faith, can't you remember anything at all? Not even me?
I've never seen you before in my life. Worm.
I've never made such a bad impression on a woman in my life. How come there are only women on this island?
Because we don't want to have any men here, except on our plates.
Wait a minute. Just to make sure there's no misunderstanding, by plates you mean...
We eat men.
Okay. Then I understood it correctly. But why?
Our holy book commands it.
I saw a tattered book out there. Is that the one you mean?
It contains all our tribal rules. It's been here longer than I have. The tribe's entire society is built on the rules found within it, and that book tells us how to deal with men.
Let's go back to New Lost Wages.
Where?
New Lost Wages. Your former life. Everything could be the way it was before. You can even save Prune.
There's only one place I want to be. Here on this island. Together with my sisters.
Let's go back to New Lost Wages.
Enough! Lock him in the back. There's no meat on him yet. We'll have to fatten him up. And when he's fat enough, time for a feast.
But Faith, you must remember, Prune, Timber, the explosion on Cancom? I thought I had lost you. I even lit a candle for you. I thought I would be forever without you.
Enough. Take him away.
Headquarters,
Yes?
I've located Faith.
So, she's alive. When will you be back with her?
I haven't been able to capture her yet. And there's another problem.
Well?
It would seem Faith has lost her memory.
What? How can that be?
I don't know, but she now believes she's the queen of a tribe of female cannibals.
Huh? Oh, just wait. I thought I told you not to eat the lube. Oh, so where were we? Queen of a tribe of female cannibals?
Exactly.
She doesn't know who she is. So that means she doesn't know where her algorithm is either. Whoa, so it would be pointless to bring her here.
They even managed to overpower that super agent Larry.
How do you want to proceed?
I'll keep observing. I suspect that Larry has already come up with some ingenious plan to escape and bring Faith's memory back.
Hey, get down from there! That's a sex swing! No swinging without sex! Or, on second thought, stay on it. I'll be done in a minute, baby. Right, Yanmai. Continue your surveillance. Surveillance is good. I have to go.
Oh, someday I'm going to quit my job as a freelance deadly secret agent and look for something quieter.
Damn, the cannibal girls confiscated some of my stuff. At least they didn't find everything. Hi.
Yes, Larry?
What
The prison in New Lost Wages was cozier than this.
Is that the only thing you're worried about?
Of course not.
It would have made me wonder too if you weren't thinking about why.
Am I gonna have to eat man meat now too?
That is actually an astonishingly good question, Larry. But what do you want to do about Faith?
It's easy. We break out of here, get her memory back, and then she and I finally have wild sex.
What's this? White clothes, gold necklace. Sir, could you by chance be a pervert? My name is Swingle, sir. I think I am the same as you, sir. A pervert.
Oh boy. This island just keeps getting worse and worse.
Hogy nem ették még meg?
Is that a diving suit?
Oh yes, it's perfect for diving in all kinds of liquids. Totally washable, sir.
I'm not a pervert. I just have extraordinary tastes.
But of course, sir, that's what I always say when I get arrested.
How'd you end up here?
Well, I came to Kahlua because I heard there was a place here where even the most extraordinary desires can be satisfied. They call it the Cavern of Cosmic Cognition. I like caves, sir.
That definitely sounds interesting.
Unfortunately, the cavern's location is a mystery, a myth of the archipelago. Supposedly, one gains a deeper knowledge of oneself when one enters the cave. And what else could that mean but multiple orgasms? You find the ultimate pleasure.
Did you find it?
No. But that's all right. Even if you do find the cave, you can't just enter it because you need a keystone. Seafarers scattered the pieces to the four winds here in the archipelago centuries ago.
Did you hear that, Larry? That could be interesting.
What? I kind of quit paying attention after the bit about extraordinary desires.
Then I preferred to explore what pleasures Kahlua and the other islands have to offer me, and ended up here. The ladies talk about feeding me up so that I can provide a festive meal.
Hey, just like me.
Mégis meg akarják enni.
What's the deal with these cannibals?
I don't know, sir. They do seem to be very committed young ladies. When I look at the interior decor, then they obviously didn't come on a ship.
No need to call me sir. I'm Larry.
Master Larry, it is a pleasure to meet you, even if the circumstances could be more refreshing.
You really can just call me Larry.
Oh, sir, I would never even consider such a thing, not even if things had become more intimate between us.
Okay. This is all very strange.
Now you find it strange. Not everything else that has happened so far?
Are you saying that you don't find a tribe of lesbian cannibals normal? I think you need sensitivity training.
It would be better if you started looking for a way to get us out of here.
At least they didn't find everything.
Sok minden van. Táncolni fog nekünk végig?
I wonder what would happen if I pulled on it.
Oops.
Ah, so that's what happens.
Van egy kulcs.
I wonder what that's for.
Tehát az a ketrece?
I already have a complete skeleton inside my body. The third arm never hurts. Unfortunately, it won't open. The cannibal guards are talking outside, but I can't hear what they're saying this way. I can't reach that from here.
Majd kintről.
It looks pretty old and run down. It won't conduct electricity in this condition.
Sok mindenem nem maradt.
Locked.
Hoppá. Lehet ide kell a kulcs.
It fits perfectly.
Okay.
Let's give it a try.
El kéne össze.
Those two things won't work together. Do you have any idea how we can get out of here?
But Master Larry, why would I want to leave?
Because they want to eat us.
But Master Larry, what's wrong with being swallowed?
Oh, God.
What is it, Master Larry? Good heavens, you've gone so pale all of a sudden.
You...
Yes, yes.
You're even worse than I am.
Oh, thank you so much, Master.
But seriously, how can we escape?
Well, we can't. But that's not bad. It's just about time for another meal.
Maybe we should go on a hunger strike.
But that won't fill us up.
Okay, I'll take care of it myself. I got in here, so I can get back out too.
That's what I always tell myself during sex.
Ugh.
What was that about the cave and the keystones again?
One of the local legends, my dear sir. A cave is said to impart profound knowledge to all those who pass through it. Ecstasy, sir. Ecstasy. But unfortunately, it's not all that easy to get to the cave anymore, and you also need a lost keystone to open it.
I don't think Faith remembers anything.
What should she remember, Master Larry?
Well, me. Her former life.
Oh, gods, how boring.
See you later. It's too far away. My arm's too short. When my arm's not long enough, there's nothing better than an extension.
Megfogja a kábel.
That's fine, just the way it is. I'm taking this with me, at the risk of someone thinking I'm a doctor. He makes me feel a little bit like a doctor that women trust. I could use that to hear stuff. There are 2 of those cannibal girls on guard duty out there.
But it's just a phase. I think all of us go through it. It'll pass. But I'm just curious. What is it about men that you're so interested in? They're useless. I've never seen one naked. You know. Yes, you have. I mean, not all charred and wrinkled. You'd be better off focusing on your job. Otherwise, the queen's gonna be so angry again. Yeah, you're right. And don't forget to update the scrum board after your shift. I won't. See you later.
Interesting. But seriously, how can we escape?
Well, we can't. But that's not bad. It's just about time.
Maybe we should...
But that won't...
Okay, I got it.
Ugh.
See you later.
Akkor nem akarja megfogni.
That needs some electricity.
Megfogom a kábelt, akkor biztos, hogy...
I can't reach it. Maybe Swiggle could do something. That won't help. Better not. If I touched that, I might be able to bypass the cable, but my hands would be toast. I already have a complete skeleton inside my body. Good idea. Those can't be... That won't help. Good idea. He wouldn't like that.
Oh, so you like to play doctor?
I don't even want to look at his suit. Hey, I need your help.
I'm sorry, sir, but I can't reach your pants right now.
That's not what I mean. Can you reach that cable?
Ooh, Master Larry. Electrical shocks. How wicked. And here at first, I thought you were boring. Should I attach the ends of the cable to my nipples?
All you have to do is hold it.
Fine, then.
See you later.
Oké. Hogy juttatom fel?
Let's give it a try. Those 2 things... That's fine. There's a piece of cable missing. If I touched that, I might be able to bypass the cable, but my hands would be toast. This used to be a freezer, but not anymore. That won't happen. This used to be a freezer, but not anymore. It looks pretty old and run down. It won't conduct electricity in this. I can't reach that. I can't really see that from here. What a waste of sexual opportunity. I wonder if it belonged to the Sister Superior. Somehow, she seems a little cold. See you later.
Lehet lentről elérni.
When my arm's not long enough, there's nothing better than an extension.
Az hogy sikerült?
See you later. When my arm's not long enough, there's nothing better than an extension. Hey, I need your help.
I'm sorry, sir, but I...
That's not... Can you reach that?
Ooh, and here... Should I...
All you have to...
Fine, then.
See you later.
Jó, így megfogja. Mit kéne odarak?
Hi?
Yes?
Did you get all that Founder's Legend?
Of course.
It was so much...
Don't worry.
Oh, pause. Better not. Those two... That's fine. That won't... The door's locking mechanism. The light indicates that the door is locked. Better not. I've heard enough. I can't reach that from here. Those two things won't work together. It looks pretty old and run down. It won't conduct electricity in this condition. There are two breaks in the cable.
Nem jövök rá. Az megfogja, azt tovább jön, és itt kéne valamivel összekötni.
Those can't be... That won't have... Good idea. Those can't be... That won't have... An information brochure about the island. Here's some boring... Lots of nice photos. A rare, highly bioluminescent fungus. It seems... I don't even...
Meg kell szökni a feladat. Rájöttem. De szép formája van annak a sziget.
Not a good idea. I don't even want to look at his suit. But seriously...
Well, we can. But that's not bad. It's just about time...
Maybe we should go on...
But that won't fill it.
Okay, I'll take care of it myself. I got in here, so I can get back out too.
That's what I...
Ugh.
See you later. Let's give it a try. The door's locking mechanism. The light indicates that the door is locked. It's too far away. My arm's too short.
Valakinek ötlet. Nem fog az agyam.
Good idea. Those can't be... That won't help. Good idea. What was that about the cave and the keystones again?
One of the local legends, my dear sir. A cave is said to impart profound knowledge to all those who pass through it. Ecstasy, sir. Ecstasy. But unfortunately, it's not all that easy to get to the cave anymore, and you also need a lost keystone to open it.
See you later. It looks pretty old and run down. It won't conduct electricity in this condition. I can't reach that. What a waste of sexual opportunity. I wonder if it belonged to the Sister Superior. I can't... Hello? Could you come in here, please?
What do you want?
What are you two talking about out there?
Did you eavesdrop on us?
No, I wasn't sure what you were saying. That's why I was asking.
That's none of your business. You're our prisoner, and I'm not even supposed to talk to you.
Can I get something to eat?
You'll get your food when I decide it's time.
But I'm hungry now.
It's mine to decide.
Bummer. And here I am, always bringing someone something to eat. What's it like being a cannibal?
What do you want to know?
What do you ladies do all day?
The Queen told us not to talk to strangers about that, but to be honest, it's exhausting. Ever since the Queen organized us, we've constantly had to do sprints.
I hate sprinting too.
Everything has to be agile.
You girls look pretty limber to me.
No, I'm talking about scrum.
Scum?
No, it's the way we work.
Let's talk about something else. I always get so tired when people talk about work.
Get a job.
If you're a man, you wouldn't be able to handle the job anyway.
What does guard duty entail?
You guard things.
You have to patrol and inspect things regularly. Maybe you should do a cell inspection.
Why?
I could be planning an escape.
You? No one's ever broken out of this cell.
The little guy is in bad shape.
That's nothing new. He's totally sick. In every way imaginable. He tells me about how great the sex is when you have an out-of-body experience.
I mean, how is that even possible?
I don't want to find out.
I'm bored.
Me too.
Could you bring us a board game?
What is a board game?
You have a board on which you move pieces around. Don't you have any of those here?
Can you eat the pieces?
No.
Then we don't have them.
Let me out or my God will send a storm to destroy the island.
God would never do that. She gave us this island. An island where we can just be ourselves. Where men still have their place.
I really don't want to know where that is.
Szőkehajú nő, akit keresünk, és hát ő lett itt a leszbikus szigeten a királynő. És bezárt minket, mert hogy meg fognak minket enni. Ja, mert kannibálok.
I heard that you'd like to see a non-barbecued man naked.
Well, we don't get a lot of that around here, and when we do, it's never for long.
We could change that.
Tell me, are you a typical man?
Az ízére vagy a kinézetére?
You mean my tastes or my looks?
Your body.
I still have all my parts, if that's what you mean.
Okay, show me.
You sure don't waste any time.
My shift's almost over. Do it. Okay, at least it's not charred, but it's still all wrinkled.
Gyönyörű ez a páviánság a fején.
He's off duty now.
Does he have to write everything down on a scrum board too?
Fortunately, not.
You have to touch it! You should see what happens then. Oh, good grief!
You stay out of this. Well, he's not entirely wrong.
But now I've seen an original. Thanks.
Always happy to help, especially when you don't get sued.
Reminds me of your food.
Now I really want some food.
Well, it's not feeding time yet. But since you showed me yours, now I'll show you mine.
Really?
Hold on a second.
That does look very, appetizing.
At least a lot more appetizing than the other one. No matter what we do with that little guy, he just doesn't gain weight. Or maybe it just takes longer.
My bodily fluids are always in full flow, my good woman.
Ugh.
Az imádkozó képre gondolsz? Nem rajta akart inkább meg a szemed? Na, mit kaptunk? Kaptunk egy virslit.
It fits perfectly.
Egy virslivel kötjük össze a kábelt. Várj, most ő fogja?
See you later.
Fogja a kábel.
Let's give it a try. We did it, Pi. Let's go. We can finally escape this island.
Are you just going to leave the little guy behind?
We'll do whatever we can to save him.
That's the Larry I know.
Leaving so soon, Master Larry? I would have thought you would have appreciated the company of these lovely ladies. And here I was hoping that we would get to know each other much better, much more intimately.
But now that I think about it, we can leave him here.
If you're resourceful enough to break out of this very well-guarded prison, with your help, I might even be able to locate that cavern of cosmic cognition. We could experience the pleasures there together. Wouldn't that be wonderful?
I'm not so sure.
Well, if you want to learn more, check out my hotel room, number 69, where you can find a file I compiled. It contains everything I found out about it.
I'll think about it. Keep a stiff upper lip.
That too.
Szerintem a rácsot nyitjuk ki.
We got away. And nobody has to eat anyone.
Swingle is still there?
Oh, he'll take care of himself. But what do we do now? Faith has lost her memory. She can't even remember me.
Now, think about how we can change that, Larry.
Think sharp, Larry. Think sharp. Really fatten her up.
Do you want to eat her?
Just nibble a little.
Ugh. You just learned something from Swingle.
His zippers distracted me.
The thing about the cave.
What cave?
Larry, he said that there is a cavern of cosmic cognition on the archipelago. Whoever enters it gains a deeper knowledge of themselves.
I've known everything there is to know about myself for a long time.
Not you, Faith.
Oh, right.
Whether that has anything to do with the pleasures that little perv is looking for remains to be seen. But maybe this cave does contain some powers that can help Faith learn about herself. And maybe then she'll remember.
Sometimes I feel like you do all my thinking for me, and I like that.
So now you have to locate the cave and open it.
Yes?
And then find a way to get Faith there.
Yes?
And then...
I know
Biztos rosszra nyomok.
Give her a maximum score on timber.
Oh, no, Larry. If the legend is true, she'll remember everything.
It all sounds almost too simple. Okay, let's get back to Kahlua. We should look for that file in Swingle's suite.
Headquarters, come in, please.
No! I said that's lube! It doesn't go in your mouth! It goes, spit that back out! Yamai! What's up, baby?
Have you found out anything about this Larry guy yet?
Hold on tight, Yanmai. He used to work for Prune.
What?
We found him in the personnel records. He was a stripper intern.
Unbelievable. That must have been a cover identity. So he already infiltrated Prune, where he probably stole all the company's secrets. But on whose behalf? Who are you working for, Larry?
He's clearly a threat. Maybe you should eliminate him, just to be on the safe side.
No. We can't lose sight of our goal, Faith. If he managed to infiltrate Prune, he might be able to figure out a way to get Faith her memory back. That's the only way we can find out where the algorithm is.
Right. You have my complete trust and my best torture knife. But wash it thoroughly before you bring it back. It's a family heirloom.
Understood.
I should see how the secret project is going. Hopefully, there have been some results. I'm under pressure, all the way up to here. Sorry, my darling. My favorite engineer, my genius. How are the tests going?
Well, to be honest, not as well as I hoped. The motor skills aren't fully developed yet, and the AI doesn't work well enough.
And the sex routines?
They belong to the motor skills.
Fortunately, our test subjects all signed indemnification contracts, protecting us from any injury-based lawsuits.
Faith's algorithm would make everything so much simpler.
It can't be long now, Nari. Once we have the self-learning routine, it will run exactly the same way, by itself. But we can't waste any time. We have to announce our product.
I don't think that's advisable.
Yes, it is, Nari. Something is brewing in New Lost Wages. I feel it. Okay, I feel an itching in my quads too, but that's got nothing to do with this. At any rate, we have to be one step ahead of everyone else. Soon, we will reveal to the world the pie bot!
Extrotot építenek. Lett egy plusz pár.
Yeah, this definitely looks like Swingle's room to me. He's certainly made himself comfortable here. Don't you think so, Pi?
Please just find that file and let's get out of here.
Ja, ez nem Faithnek a szobája, várja.
Locked, and there's no way to enter a code or anything. I can't break it open with that. Okay, what should I dial?
Jó, azt még nem tudjuk.
I can't take those with me. Why is it called a ball gag? I mean, it's not even funny. I wouldn't fit into that, hopefully. They don't look like they've been used, but I'll play it safe and keep my hands off them.
Nedves törlőkendő?
I like beavers. Those two.
Nem illik össze. Oké.
Discreet and versatile.
Úristen.
Strange nubs.
Van még valami?
I know I'm not supposed to pull levers where I don't know what they do, but...
Okay.
Ah, now I remember why I didn't want to do that anymore. Pretty handy when you can just take one of these things off again. I like my leisure suit much better. I'm not touching that. Okay, what should I dial?
Honnan kéne tudni?
Those can't be... That won't help. Good idea.
Hát nem tudom, ezek majd mire kellenek. Végig próbálni mindent, de valahol meg rajta kell, hogy legyen.
Locked, and there's no way to enter a code or anything. I wonder what's in there. And above all, how am I supposed to enter a code into that thing? Okay, what should I dial?
Itt más kódok lettek. Ez a P.
It would take me too long to type that in.
Okay.
No answer. Yeah, man. I'm gonna dial K even if it doesn't work. No answer.
Mindig más a szám.
Scandal. Hi, I'd like to complain about a bug. Oh, wrong number. No, I don't need that.
Sure.
No answer.
Akkor nem.
Maybe it's just a wetsuit hung up to dry.
Sure.
For the air hose. Totally logical. It's a phone. The cord goes under the dresser. We can't leave yet. We need to find Swingle's file first.
Please just find that file and let's get out of here.
Mégiscsak valamit itt meg kell találni. Ez alapján kéne valamit kitalálni.
That seems to be some sort of size scale.
Itt simán csak sorba vannak a számok. Tehát a színkód jelentene valamit. De mi alapján találom ki a színkódot?
I wonder what's in there. I can't take those with me. That seems to be some sort of size scale.
Oh.
That's fine, just...
She's Mary. A harmadik a 4-es. A második a 3-as.
Okay, what should I dial?
Vagy nem. Oké. Utolsó előtti az a 5-ös. Az első a 2-es. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, what should...
Vagy ez a safe-nek a kódja lesz? Milyen szín van még ott? Piros.
That won't help.
Ezt nem rakja oda.
Better not. Locked, and there's no way to enter. I wonder what's in there. Okay, what should I dial?
Más nem igen tudok oda tenni.
That's a con...
Kettővel kezdődik. 3. Ezt nem tudom, hogy jönne így ki.
No.
Nem?
No answer.
Kettessel fog kezdődni. Az én elgondolásom alapján, aztán a fele se tudja. Hát gondolom a színeknek a kódja számítana. A rózsaszín az 2, a zöld az 3, a fehér 4, a fekete 5, a piros meg még nem tudjuk, hogy mi. Nem, mert nem tudom odarakni. Erre oda teszi. De várjál. Számított neki, hogy hova kattintok. Jó, ez mondjuk nem jött így le.
Okay.
Jó. Hát most ez alapján tudni fogja. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1.
Okay, what should I dial?
Igen.
That unlocked the safe. I'm curious to see what's in Swingle's file. Look at this pie. This must be the file Swingle was talking about. Ah, it's kind of sticky.
Only touch it with your fingertips. I don't want to even think about the diseases you could catch from that. Let me scan it for you instead. I'll put it all in my database so I can give you the information whenever you need it. Just don't hold me too close. Ew.
Okay.
There. I got it all.
What exactly is in the file?
Swingle has been very busy indeed. These are copies of historical documents from the crew that discovered the archipelago. Diary entries and letters, the captain's logbook, some pretty confused notes, and Swingle has also entered some notes of his own. The ship's crew actually entered this cavern of cosmic cognition that Swingle mentioned. To open it, they needed a keystone, which they found. At that point, the records become a little muddled. It seems they learned a lot about themselves, but for some of them, it wasn't very nice. What they learned led them to break the keystone into 4 pieces. Captain Muffington, Regibald Cockburn, Lady Gobbledick, and the Marquis de Carnard, they each kept 1 piece. They concealed the route to the cave so that no one would ever enter it again.
This sounds like a job for Larry Laffer. What happened to them?
They all died under mysterious circumstances.
Tell me about the captain.
Muffington first settled on one of the islands, which to this day bears his name. But whatever he learned about himself in that cave, one night, he couldn't take it anymore. He tried to sail the Unsatisfied out of the archipelago with a small crew, but huge waves smashed his ship against the rocks. One of them was the legendary Phallus Rock, which is still worshipped today as a symbol of fertility.
So his part of the keystone probably sank there with him.
Probably.
What do you know about Cockburn?
Regibald Cockburn started a family with Lady Gobbledick. Oh, that's interesting. His daughter later took the name Marley.
Wait, that's Bobby's name too. I should ask her about that. So Cockburn lived happily ever after?
He died of a broken hip from sex addiction.
Just what I said. Oh, what a life.
Were you listening to me?
You're making it sound like sex addiction is a bad thing.
Whatever. Anyway, he was buried on Muffington Island.
Probably with his keystone. What happened to Lady Gobbledick?
She mysteriously suffocated. Not much information is available about her, except that she lived with Cockburn. Here's another one of his diary entries. My beloved Lady Gobbledick's grave must never be found by anyone. The dark truth must never be revealed. Only I know the way to her grave. It begins on, the entry ends there. It appears the second page is missing.
I have to find that second page to get to Lady Gobbledick's grave and find out more about her keystone. What happened to the Marquis?
The Marquis couldn't cope with what he learned about himself in the cave. He threw himself into the Kahlua volcano.
Oops. That means there's no trace of his keystone, and it may have melted along with him.
But you could go to the volcano and look for clues.
Okay, so I have 4 keystones to find, and of course to locate the cavern of cosmic cognition itself. Is there any information in that file that points to where I can find it?
A number of things point towards Kofuku Island. Swingle has even entered some coordinates where he believes the cave might be. But even if you find the cave and all 4 parts of the keystone, you still have a problem.
I'm too sexy for my shirt?
No. You have to get Faith to go with you into that cave.
You mean I have to trick the dangerous armed cannibal lesbians to get an audience with their queen who has amnesia and wants to roast me?
Exactly.
As good as done.
And, Larry, I don't know if this is even a good idea. What those people learned about themselves in the cave back then, it drove some of them crazy. Who knows what could happen to Faith in that cave? Or to you. Cosmic knowledge, self-knowledge, endless pleasures. That cave could be dangerous, too.
We have no choice, Pi. Faith is confused and has memory loss. Maybe the cave will give her mind a nudge in the right direction. And if it somehow turns me into a sex-craved pervert at the same time, then...
nothing will have changed.
Hey! I was going to say, then I'll just have to live with it.
Until you die of a broken hip or throw yourself into a volcano.
This is starting to make my head hurt, Pi.
Don't worry. I entered it all in your app.
What a blowhard. Not right at the moment. More in general. That's the information he collected, and he drew penises all around the edges. Those 2 things... I can't take those with me.
Akkor jó.
I'd better leave Swingle's toys here. He needs them more than I do.
És mégse. Ez lesz az?
I can't break it open with that. Those 2 things won't work. There's a golden stone in the display case. It looks like the tip of something.
Akkor felbontom ki. Jó észvágyat köpni. Ezt föl kell mennem megnézni.
So, let's see.
Jó, hogy egyszer beledobtam a pénzt, és mostantól örökre nézhet.
I wonder if the ring meets underwater. I don't know what kind of animal that was, but it... Quite an achievement hitting this particular little island. Who would have thought it? That's water! Who would have thought it? There's no way anyone's gonna get that ship seaworthy again. Look, those are some kind of ruins. There's a boat over there. The island looks kind of spooky.
That's Gofuku Island.
The island looks kind of...
That's Gofuku...
Who would have thought it?
Lehet csak simán hajókázni kell. Ez mi? Ja. Jó, már ide végig nem jöttünk a liften.
Hey!
What's up?
Do you have any idea what happened to all that junk I collected?
Junk? What junk?
The junk that was hanging on that hook.
The raft-shaped junk?
The junk-shaped junk.
I, recycled it for you. Isn't that great? Anything for the planet. So how's that bird doing now?
I had to scrub it for hours to get the oil out of his feathers. But I did it.
Great news!
I set him free in the jungle, even in a spot where there was a female close by. But as soon as he saw it, he panicked and ran in the opposite direction.
That's weird. What a strange bird. Once you're done at Kahlua, where will you go from here?
I don't know yet. I go where I'm needed. There are still enough people in this world who go through life without thinking about others. Always throwing things away, tipping them over, breaking them, stealing them.
Sometimes there's just no other way.
I beg your pardon?
Nothing. Another animal in distress somewhere?
Not at the moment. Would you help me if the alarm went off somewhere?
Sorry, I have a lot of animals to take care of myself.
That's definitely a good reason.
See you later. It's already perfectly built.
Akkor nem mehetünk.
Larry, Swingle had also collected some interesting information about this island.
I have to admit, I am curious.
Gofuku Island holds traces of a lost civilization. Swingle suspected that this cavern of cosmic cognition is located here somewhere.
Good to know.
However, this is also the island with all the death traps left behind by an ancient civilization.
Oh!
Szinte sejtettem, hogy mérgező dolgok lesznek. Ideülő zene. Akkor ahhoz nem nyúlok hozzá. Ez talán nem mérgező. Jó. Gyanítom a gomba az.
That's not the kind of bush I like. Nothing happened. I can see something through the hole.
Mennyi fiúra van ezen?
That huge rock has to be moved up. I can see something through the hole. I can see something through the...
Hát én olyanokat nem látok.
And there's a ring at the bottom, too.
Oda miért lehet menni?
Oops, back here again. This is one confusing jungle. That looks pretty labyrinthy to me.
Jézusom.
But we can't get away from here.
I know. I feel the same way
Ezek a
you do in
kockák
case you
a
haven't noticed.
előzőjátékban.
We can't just play LARP anyway.
And how are we supposed to do that without a game master?
We just make it up ourselves?
Have you ever made anything up yourself?
No. But being a game master can't be that hard.
You also said making a computer game wasn't hard.
Hey, nobody told me you need an engine for that. And it was the publisher's fault anyway.
We didn't have one.
But they would have screwed everything up if we had found one.
Whatever. We need a game master. And game masters don't just fall from the heavens. Besides, can't even enter the ruins.
We could play right here.
No, there's not enough atmosphere.
You know what? I've had enough. Yeah, we're out of here.
Hey, what are you two doing here? Are you selling pie phones in the jungle now? And did they make you wear those clothes?
Oh, damn, Finley. It's that weirdo from New Lost Wages.
Don't move, Kyle. Maybe he won't notice us.
I'm already talking to you.
Damn, it didn't work.
What are you doing here on the island?
We came here for the Galactic Festival. It was supposed to be a one-of-a-kind event. Galactic creatures, lots of action and music. They promised that nothing would be impossible.
And women.
Yeah, loads of stars were supposed to be here.
They weren't.
Total flop. No stars. We almost drowned.
And then there was the storm.
All a total waste. But we found a few like-minded people here and we thought, huh, let's do a LARP.
I have no idea what a LARP is.
A live-action role-playing game. We slip into the roles of characters with whom we can identify.
Or who are completely different from ourselves.
And then we immerse ourselves completely in a world of fantasy for a while.
Doesn't sound half bad.
But it all depends on the quality of the Game Master. They lead us through the fantasy world, and if they can't do that...
Unfortunately, we don't have one at the moment.
How does that LARP thing of yours work?
We experience the wildest adventures in a world of fantasy. Each of us slips into a role, and the Game Master tells us what we experience.
That's it?
It's harder than it sounds.
A game master has to know exactly what they're doing.
Otherwise, it gets really boring.
Hey, I could be your game master.
Who? You?
You don't look the type.
You have no idea just how much imagination I really have.
You just have to have enough for each of us here.
Of course.
But we also want to play in a location that's just perfect for us.
What do you have in mind?
We want to be heroes and tackle deadly traps.
The more dangerous, the better.
You know anywhere like that?
I have to find the perfect location for the LARP first.
Well, let us know when you find it.
How come there aren't any women in your LARP?
They're just not interested in that sort of thing.
None of them wanted us to save them. We would have chained them up so nicely. They wouldn't even have had to say anything. Just sit there and look pretty. Like that was too much to ask.
Now, we have to leave it all to our imaginations.
Oh, I had to handle it that way myself when I was young.
I'm 29.
Mit mondod, mennyi? Jó, 29, jó. Többre értettem valamiért.
I have to get going.
Az itt lévő szimbólumok, azok voltak a karikákon. Vagy minden van itt.
Candles always come in handy. How useful. Those can't be. That won't happen. Good idea.
Van 3 különböző karikánk.
The socket's secure now. I can't operate it the way it is. Something's missing. The stone disc fits on there perfectly. The stone disc fits on there. The stone disc fits on there perfectly. Now it looks like all the discs are in place. The socket's secure now.
És oda mi kell? Gyertya?
That's fine. I can't change those. That won't help. The light shines here, on this exact spot on the pedestal. Especially good with milk.
Állítom, majd valami madaraknak kell.
Better not. Hi, I'm Larry Laffer, and you look like... . A brain surgeon.
What? What on earth gave you that idea? I'm a janitor.
Yeah, that would have been my next guess.
I'm will comply.
Interesting name you have there.
You can thank my parents for that.
What were their names?
Reese and Eve.
So what do you do as a janitor?
You know, cleaning services.
Do you work at a school or something?
No way! I'm a freelance janitor. If the dirt gets bad and you just don't know, who you gonna call?
You?
You know it! Will Comply gets everything clean. I can yell at school children, tenants, or employers too if that's what the client wants. Costs extra though.
How'd you end up here?
I was looking for a new professional challenge, so this galactic festival came along at the perfect time. So I thought, hey, why not apply in the corresponding costume? So I made this one myself, got the job, and, well, I'm sure you saw how that turned out. Now I don't know how to get back to new lost wages, and somehow I ended up with these guys. They told me that they needed more players for their LARP. I've never done anything like that before. But I'm flexible.
And in this LARP, you are what?
An intergalactic janitor, of course.
Isn't that a little unimaginative? Isn't a LARP about slipping into completely different roles?
But why should I completely abandon my innate abilities? Besides, a mop is a weapon not to be underestimated. It's kind of like the Swiss Army knife of cleaning equipment.
I have been to a lot of places, but it wasn't until I arrived on this island that I truly understood the word special.
What?
Don't listen to her. She has a problem with men like us who have extraordinary gifts. As Game Master, I can offer you a great story.
Really? Can I clean up in there too? Really? The best would be if it takes place in a filthy dump where I have to make a heroic effort to clean up. Is there anywhere like that around here?
I have to find the perfect location for the LARP first.
Good, then let me know.
Over and out. Hey, Smokey Bear, you're here too.
Larry Richard, this is the man I was telling you about, who opened my eyes to the great truth.
Oh, it's an honor. I hope I too may experience an awakening like that.
What have you been up to, Smokey?
Not so loud. They have microphones everywhere. If I'm not careful, they'll track me down again.
Oh, right.
I had to leave New Lost Wages in a hurry because they picked up my scent. They were everywhere. The man on the bus who kept looking at me, the ticket machine was watching me, and then there was this cat. It was in league with them. I then went to Louisiana for a conference on the secret world conspiracy. That's where I learned so many more hidden truths. 111! That's where I also received a flyer for a galactic festival here on this island. There were supposed to be lectures about the aliens who landed here a long time ago and founded a high culture. Supposedly, they hid their profound knowledge about mankind here. A place where you can discover the final insight into yourself.
I heard about that, too.
That's what I'm saying! There must be something to it. Anyway, the festival was a disaster. I don't know who organized it, but nothing worked. But at least I met these other folks who are organizing a LARP. Don't tell them. But I think they actually believe it's just a game. And that's when it's the path to true self-discovery.
I could be your game master.
You think this is something for you?
Oh, let him give it a try. As long as I can fight Lizard Man. But we also need the perfect setting. Did you find something?
I have to find the perfect location for the LARP first.
We'll wait here.
Who calls their kid Red Shirt?
We didn't want to bother to think one up first, and then have him drop dead anyway.
What?
That's what those two guys over there said. I have no idea what they meant either.
But I'm an important member of the crew. We agreed on that.
I don't understand any of this, but those two seem to know what they're talking about.
My real name is Captain Dickhard!
Whatever. Anyway, we're here for a LARP.
What's supposed to happen in this LARP?
I want to find traces of an ancient civilization. They could be behind the current conspiracy.
And I expect an interstellar adventure. Alien races with whom we can live in peace. A real step forward for mankind. Wisdom and peace.
Earlier, you said something about wanting to kick some alien ass.
For purely dramaturgical reasons, of course. Besides, I'd really like to experience a fistfight against a lizard man, where he shreds my shirt and everyone sees my muscles.
Lizard man? Where? I never should have thrown my old tinfoil hat in the trash. This new one is crap.
Of course, it can't be a first contact, because that would require following a different directive.
Where are the lizard men?
Easy, Smokey, easy. I haven't seen any.
That only means that they're well hidden.
But without a game master, nothing's gonna happen. Those two bozos over there know exactly how this should work.
See you later.
Ja, vele ugyanazt beszéljük akkor, oké?
That's fine. Something can be placed there.
De mi?
That won't... An ancient device.
Jelzés mérgező. És nem?
Maybe you can even eat it.
And maybe you'll start to glow from within.
I wouldn't mind. Better not. Those can't. That won't help.
Hol nem tudom.
That's not the kind of bush I like. A thick bush. Nothing happened. I can see something through the hole. I can see something through the hole.
Eddig se olyan.
Those two... That's fine. That won't help. Good idea. Those can't be... That won't... That's the information he collected, and he drew penises all around the edges. I wonder if I'd glow if I ate that. I mean, if I'm still alive. It's one of Swingle's, but this one isn't red. There's a parrot on the box. Black and inedible. Candles ready for use. Better not.
Erre a 3-ra tudunk menni. Csak úgy a víz felé nem lehet. Igen.
They look pretty old. I can't change those. Oops, back here.
Ja, Bobbyval kell beszélni.
Regibald Cockburn is your ancestor?
That's true. How did you find out about that?
He carries his brains in his pocket, sister.
Yeah, he does. Regibald was not exactly the climax of my family tree.
The stone downstairs in the lobby was his?
Yeah.
Larry, that must be one of the keystones.
Can I have the stone from the lobby? It's really pretty.
The only way I'd let it out of my hands is if I were to get another memento of Reginald Cockburn. Like maybe his legendary signet ring. It's supposed to have some truly extraordinary powers.
And?
You look like you want to explore my love cave again. Then again, you always look like that.
So that's a yes?
That's a no. Thanks. But I'm satisfied for the moment.
But I'm not.
Your problem.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Reginald Cockburn?
There hasn't been that much written or recorded about him. He was deeply in love with Lady Gobbledick and led an uneventful life. I once tried to promote his alleged motto as a slogan for Kahlua, but the resonance wasn't there, so I gave it up.
What was it then?
If it moves, you can screw it.
Nice motto, but a bad slogan.
Exactly.
Where can I find the Cavern of Cosmic Cognition?
Nobody knows for sure. According to legend, somewhere on Gafuku Island. I used to drag tourists there to show them the remains of the advanced civilization, the stone heads. They weren't particularly impressed. That's why I don't bother anymore.
But if there are traces of an advanced civilization there...
I call it advanced civilization because that's all we have here. It looks to me like some people who couldn't tolerate the native mushrooms washed up here a long time ago and built strange things. And the founding fathers weren't here of their own free will either, but were shipwrecked here instead.
Somehow a lot of people have ended up in this archipelago that way.
There are still some of the guys who came here for the festival near the cave on Gafuku. I mean, why not? As long as they don't break anything.
But aren't tightwads usually tough?
I'm not eating them myself.
Well, you certainly made a meal out of me.
Of course, I make sure not too many people disappear. Nobody here wants any news of that to get out. Nobody.
I get it already. Did you know that there are female cannibals here?
Of course.
And that doesn't frighten you?
Of course. I mean, I make sure that they don't abduct any guests who are particularly well off. But say, if someone is clearly way behind on their payments...
From a purely commercial standpoint, that makes sense.
That's what I said. Of course, I make sure not too many people disappear. Nobody here wants any news of that to get out. Nobody.
I get it already. Is the volcano still active?
It's actually quite active. That's why nobody goes there. Of course, there are always a few crazy adventurers who see that as a tough challenge. But then, that's the lava's problem, not mine.
Where's there an island around here with a particularly dangerous reef?
If I tell you that, will you feel impelled to go there?
Maybe.
With your so-called raft? Then it's better I don't tell you or I'll have you on my conscience.
I'm leaving now, and maybe another woman will want to have sex with me.
If she doesn't have anything better to do.
Mindig lekoptatja.
I'd have to open the lock first. Looks sturdy. I can't... I can't... What can you tell me about the other islands?
There's Muffington Island, but I'd stay away from there.
Why?
No one's ever come back from there.
Good reason.
Then there's Gafuku Island. It's so totally boring, just old statues, weird signs, lots of fog and mystery and stuff.
Who wants that?
For reals, dude. And don't go to Phallus Rock either. Ships sink there all the time.
Why is it called that?
There's a big rock, and it doesn't look like a forearm to me.
Relax.
Okay, folks, it's time for a laugh. Thank you. You're a wonderful audience. Just too bad you're not here. Except for you, in the back. What's your name?
Larry. Larry Laffer.
You sure look like it, too. It's one dynamite joke after another today. Today's the premiere of my new stage show, featuring exclusive new material never before heard on any stage in the world.
Wow!
An orc, a troll, and a Mandalorian walk into a bar. The Mandalorian says, "I roll a 7." The orc drops dead in its tracks. Says the Mandalorian, "Hey, I didn't shoot first." Okay. That one's kinda so-so.
I'll take one. I really don't need any coffee
up
right
in
now.
front of a busty blonde. She says, "Is that a high character value in your pants, or are you just happy to see me?"
Good idea. Those can't...
The other
Pretty
day,
dry and hard to
I
eat.
ordered an escort service. But they didn't want to jerk me off. They just wanted to heal me all the time instead. They told me that's what happens when you're an escort at a party. So I said, "Hey, I'm trying to work here. What do you want?"
I find your jokes...
Yes?
very bad taste.
Thanks. I'm glad someone else appreciates it. Most people just start throwing things as soon as I say something about their height, or that they're so ugly.
Wait a minute. Did you make a joke about me being ugly?
Sorry. You're probably still in the other room.
Your jokes are kind of... odd.
I made them all up myself.
You did?
Yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes I take advice from my team.
You have a team?
Stop the interrogation already. Yeah, I take what I can get. Actually, I copy it all from a joke book. And I don't even have that anymore. I lost it. I had it with me at that crazy festival. Maybe somebody there switched it. Instead, now I got this book about role-playing games. But they're kinda strange. I mean, who wouldn't want to dress up as a sexy nurse or something in a role-playing game, but a mage? A healer? Or a dwarf? Well, I guess I'll just have to make the best of it.
Can I have this book on role-playing games?
The only thing I'd swap it for would be a decent joke book. Preferably the one I know. If you can get me that, you can have this Dungeon Master crap.
Do you ever get too old to be a comedian?
Honestly, I've been asking myself that for a while now. This rock star life in the spotlight, it's pretty exhausting.
I thought you were a comedian, not a rock star.
Hey, that's disrespectful.
Have you ever heard your own jokes?
True enough, I guess.
Well, I'll let you get back to clowning around.
Hey, Comedy is a serious business.
Remélem vele nem kell semmit se üzletelni.
That looks good hanging right where it is.
I
What
found a
a
great spell
nice
here that
cock.
can even silence the dragon back home. Damn.
I don't
That
wanna
other
juice
joke
that.
book worked better.
That's fine.
Inkább itt hagyjuk. Értem, mind a négyet meg kell találni, és akkor lehet majd tovább menni.
The plaque says, a mysterious several centuries old love hat with an unknown purpose from the estate of Regibald Cockburn, one of the archipelago's founding fathers. Scientists suspect a connection to the legend has it.
Ez meg kicsit.
How's the water?
Wet. You stupid or what? Stick your hand in if you want to know for sure.
I didn't mean to.
Don't care what you meant.
Have you been here at the hotel long?
Are you implying that I've been here since the 80s?
No, of course not.
I have, though. My second husband ripped off this stupid investor and took him for a cheap suite. And then I ripped him off. Now the suite is mine.
You sound pretty determined.
You could call it that. Maybe you do have some brains, kid.
And now you're living the good life here?
Nah, I'm looking for a new husband. Let's hope number 8 is better than number 7, and is packing more in his pants than number 6. How about you, kid? You already spoken for?
And how?
Oh, well, you're not my type anyway.
Why not?
Too thin, too young, too pale.
No, I thought it was because I don't have any money.
Then our marriage would have been very short.
How's the husband hunt going?
Kinda stalled. Had a candidate in mind. Then he went swimming one night and disappeared. Well, one of his feet washed up on the beach. Don't want to marry a foot.
Nice drink.
Straight alcohol. Only way I can tolerate this meaningless existence.
You mean the whole leisurely floating in a pool under the tropical sun thing?
Here's mud in your eye, kid.
1000 éve.
Can I have that crocodile?
It brings back fond memories of my third husband. Although, actually, he was an asshole too. Take it.
Sziasztok! Hát mikor maradtam le, hogy... Várjál. Mikor lettél feliratkozó? Valami zavar van az erőbe.
I have to get going. Don't drown. I always wanted to have an inflatable crocodile in my pants.
Ezzel fújjuk fel a guminat?
That would lead to pressure equalization, and both would be half flat, which wouldn't help me at all. I'm not... Then I'll just grab this energy drink.
Off stream. Hogy volt persze? Akkor innen is köszönöm, és nem kellett volna.
Hey, Shawnee! How's the backpacking going?
It's pretty hard when there aren't many people around.
Because they don't give you enough money?
Sort of. Even the guy in the lobby won't give me any of his tips.
That could be because he works for them.
He just stands around all the time, not working. Besides, he probably's just using them for drugs.
True enough, I guess. Do you have any tips on how I can backpack too?
Oh, you're doing all right with that raggedy outfit of yours.
I beg your pardon? This is a wedding suit.
Your expression's good too. Just a little confused, hungry, and pleading.
Hey, I don't always look like this.
Then you should be able to manage a trip around the world.
Who are these people who give you money?
They're from all different walks of life. I just have to build an emotional connection to them so that they understand my spiritual journey. Some people have real problems with that. They're just not in touch with themselves.
Or they're stingy.
Or that. I came to this archipelago to thank one of my benefactors personally. He founded this new, totally hip cryptocurrency and opened a new headquarters with his employees here on an island.
Cryptocurrency?
I'm sure you've heard of it. Clickcoin? Don't ask me exactly how that works. I haven't been able to use it to pay for anything yet, but it's good to have a reserve in your wallet.
Wallet?
Anyway, they're headquartered on an island that's completely inaccessible. An island completely surrounded by reefs. A lot of ships have gone down there. Some of them are really old. They must have been wrecked centuries ago.
Larry, according to Sir Muffington's log, his ship, the Unsatisfied, sank off a storm-tossed island here. We should take a closer look at that island.
You're right about that. But Shawnee, why did they open their headquarters in a place like this?
For security reasons, they said. It's private there. It's unregulated offshore waters and all that.
Az nem hangzik jól.
What can you tell me about the island with the dangerous reefs and the waves? Like, for example, its name?
No idea. But the coordinates of the island are -20 and 3. And your ship will have to be especially well equipped to prevent it from being wrecked too.
All I have is a raft.
Then even more so. You should put bumpers on both ends of your raft, otherwise the waves will toss you around and smash you against the rocks.
That would be a bad.
Remélem leírta a koordinátát, mert
No,
koordinátát
I'll let fate decide. When the stars are right, the perfect wave will carry me there.
If that works.
I float through life like a feather on the wind.
What was that again about an island surrounded by dangerous reefs?
The island where my benefactor has his headquarters? Its coordinates are -20 and 3. You can't get there unless you have a ship equipped with really good impact protection. Otherwise, you'll smash up on the rocks there and find...
I've heard... See you later.
Lehet, hogy -3. Nem hangsúlyozta ki. Újra. De itt se lesz semmi. most jó helyen. Ejtőn megy lefelé. Azért remélem semmi komoly. Ez mi? Deszka. Hótka, mert egy deszkáért jöttünk ide.
What a plank!
Ennyi? A deszkával verem be azért üveget.
Enough.
Köszönöm. Konfettit már sajna nem tudsz szórni, ezt kikapcsoltam. 2 évet megünneplendő. Hol van ez a 20-as? Mit csináljak a rafttal?
That won't.
Miért van? Semmi interakciót nem mutat. Jó, mert valamit csinálni kell a rafttal még. És azt gondolom nem itt. Ja, hogy te ilyen csendes megfigyelő vagy. Az mi? Ez itt se volt eddig. Nem aranyfogak. Masni. Pixar nem volt ott.
Have you seen a book of bad jokes around here anywhere?
Joe, we took one of those from the festival. Our role-playing book went missing there. It sucks.
Can I have it?
Sure. We threw it away.
Threw it away where?
Somewhere out there, outside the cave.
Okay. I have to get going.
Várj, akkor nálunk van az a könyv. Nem, ez nem az. Ő a cél, hogy visszaszerezzük az emlékeit. Ez a szó, az fogalmam is, hogy új tárolót akar neki. Lobby. Fantasztikus, hogy nem azt írják le, hát eddig mindig lobbynak volt hívva. De azt tudjuk, hogy ott van. Azt nem tudjuk, hogy hogy szedjük ki. Ebből.
That would lead to good idea.
Törjem be. Nem hiszem, hogy be tudom. Még a deszkával, de...
That won't help.
Nem.
I can't open that. Better not. It won't open.
Mindent megpróbálok betörni.
Those two things.
Nem.
I'm leaving now, but and may
If she doesn't.
Azóta nem lett semmi. Lett egy alma, amivel beleve a harapva. Valamikor.
I like my leisure suit much better. I'm not. Maybe it's just a wetsuit hung up to dry.
Sure, Larry. Why else would there be a zipper across the mouth?
For the air hose. Totally logical.
Ez bukott ötlet, itt fogalmam nincs, hogy mi van. Akkor már elfáradok.
Those can't be. Why did they put such ugly colors on that can? That won't help. Good idea. That's fine. Relax. He wouldn't like that. Not my fetish. Not a good idea.
Imagine you roll for an orgasm.
That Hawaiian shirt is...
The other day, I was in the
Already have
forest,
one.
so I said,
These bums
hey,
are from yesterday,
and,
at least.
So,
Semmi ahhoz nem akar hozzányúlni, mert
That
mi
looks inviting,
érezzük
but
meg.
I think I'll pass.
Why did the rogue go to an LGBTQ plus
Beszórtak
tab?
magukat.
He was looking for traps.
Szerintem itt lesz majd a kakasra, nem? Ez a virág hogy került ide? Orchidea. Lehet az ismereteid nem jók, de az orchidea mérgező? Nem igen esszük meg, de azért na.
That won't help.
Szerintem azon át lehet menni. A deszkánál.
Better not.
Elég több ötlet volt.
Those two things...
Ide vissza lehet, nem?
Pi, I know Muffington's one of the founding fathers, but why did they name the island after him?
I think it was the only island that didn't have a name.
Well, that's something.
What
What else is here?
The founding fathers spent a lot of time here, and Rigibald Cockburn is said to be buried here. Maybe you can find some trace of him.
And I need to find a way to talk to Faith. She and the other cannibals will have to trust me. Is there anything else you can tell me about Muffington Island from the file?
The island is also considered to be haunted. It's said to be haunted by some scary Sister Superior.
Oh, that sounds exciting. Maybe I can find her. Speaking of scary, that guy back there does look kind of menacing. Hi, I'm Larry.
Hi, my name is Otis. You seem pretty brave.
Why?
I mean, you're a man, right?
You bet I am.
I should be throwing you in our jail right now.
No need, I've been there.
What?
Nothing.
Well, I'll make an exception.
Do you like being in this tribe?
Oh, so. I'm not allowed to live in the village. My hut has to be outside.
Why's that?
Somehow I sometimes feel like I'm different, you know, from the other cannibal girls. And I've been a member of the tribe since the very beginning.
And, well, I think you're... How can I put this delicately? I'll bet you got a willy in your pants.
That's not a willy, it's just a really long pimple. At any rate, well, I'm just so confused. I don't really know what I am. It's all so confusing.
You have to learn to accept yourself as you are.
What do you mean?
I'll teach you my best tricks for getting women.
So tell me.
Well, it can't be summed up in one sentence.
I have time.
Well, to be honest, I'd have to teach a whole seminar.
Then at least tell me your best trick.
Maybe we should change the subject.
Before he realizes that this isn't really your area of expertise.
What do you know about the little guy in prison?
Oh, he kinda creeps me out. Oh, he looks at me funny and he licks his lips. And the places he grabs himself. There's no way I could ever reach those on my body. The other day, he made me so furious that I grabbed him and choked him. But he actually liked it. I stopped, and he was really disappointed. He said he almost had a sexual out-of-body experience. Ugh. Hopefully, he'll soon be fat enough to eat, and I won't have to hear his voice anymore.
Akkor újra találkozni a törpével.
Can you tell me about the Sister Superior?
The Sister Superior? Better not talk about her. She's always somewhere nearby watching us. If we do anything she doesn't like, bad things happen.
Why don't you do something about her?
If only it was that easy. She especially picks on me. I'm her nephew.
You are?
That's what she calls me, and she thinks that everyone in her family is respectable. So I should be too.
I have to get going. Don't eat limbs unless you know where they came from.
Még több vagy okosabbak lettünk-e? Egy tükör.
I'm not looking to move in. Cozy. Almost too cozy. That's too far away.
Nem elfogni akarnak minket, vagy hogy jövünk? Ebbe.
What? How did you get out?
I was just looking for the bathroom.
Get back in there.
Ó, hogy ez? Hogy megyek ki? Ez sehogy se jó.
How did you get back?
Master Larry!
I found the file.
Oh, how lovely! I hope it helps you find it, and that we can then both enjoy exploring the cave.
Of course. Do you need anything else?
Oh, I'll admit I'm a little bored, but I pass the time with my fertile imagination, and with planning what little diversions to try next. Did you know that you could have extraordinary sexual experiences where the mind leaves the body for a short time?
I prefer to have sexual experiences in my body.
Oh, you don't know what you're missing.
I'm afraid I have to run now.
Oh, what a pity.
Körüljük, még nem akar tőlük semmit. Itt nem fogunk bejönni. Komoly magnó. Okay, ennek a vulkánban van, oda még nem is tudunk menni amúgy. Effect resistant az a közési védelem, vagy...
Enough. That's fine. That's a good idea, but I don't think that little fan's gonna provide enough propulsion. Well, it's ready to put to sea again. That's a good idea, but... that won't help.
Hey. Eltűnt a krokodil.
Better not.
Ott van amúgy hátul. Az a baj, hogy elől nincs rajta semmi. Tegyek rá. De itt meg nem engedi rátenni.
That's a good idea, but I don't think that little fan's gonna provide enough propulsion. Those can't be combined. Those two things.
Valamivel fel kell fújni a guminőt. De mivel?
That's a good idea, but I don't think that little fan's gonna provide enough propulsion.
Biztos felfúj nekünk. De levegőt honnan csinálna egy szoba? Előbb volt egy ötletem. Nyomokat akar még, most nem tudom, hogy a fönti teraszról kell a nyomokat gyűjteni, vagy hogy.
So, let's see. That must have been the Galactic Festival. Smelly old clothes. I don't see anything here that... Looks like someone had fun. There's a lifeguard. A crescent moon-shaped bed. There's a clearing in the jungle. This tarp definitely came from the... That's extremely suspicious. I should... Nice island. I think that's Muffington Island. I'd point out how much I like dense bush, but then Pi would start complaining again.
Itt nyom szerintem nincs.
That's fine. That won't help.
Nem tudom, mivel nyithatnám ezt.
That won't help. Hey, Shawnee! See you later.
Sincs új beszéd. Megasszony?
I have to get going. Don't drown.
Nope. Innen eltűnt a pultos.
I don't think I can get a key just like that. I don't think so. I don't think he blinks. Relax.
Lójában van. Melyik a laptop?
That's the information he collected, and he drew penises all around the edges.
Nem ez.
Okay, let's see what I can do.
Csoda művész. A vulkánhoz erre kell majd menni.
No, I'd rather not.
Szerintem az öreg asszonynak bele kell azt tenni. A gomba.
No, I'd rather.
Kivilágítom a víz. Ötletem sincs. Nem, majd innen folytatjuk valamikor. De hülyén megy vissza. Szépen a figyelmet, meg köszönjük, hogy beköszöntél Eszlapba. Jó szakát mindenkinek, és majd találkozunk. Hát.